Now welcome back to the tier list maker, where today we're going to be ranking some different airlines using my own personal opinion. This is not factual or statistically correct. However, I will be using facts and statistics to back up my points. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 9 of the 12 days of rates. We are most certainly powering through this. We've got 3 more videos to make. And boy oh boy am I excited for the final video of the 12 days of aviation. Now ladies and gentlemen, I have an unfathomable amount of airlines that I need to rank on this tier list. And ranking all of these airlines will probably take me about 12 to 13 decades. So if you think I'm going to be ranking all of these airlines in this video, I'm sorry, but no, that's not happening. I'm going to be making this video as a 2-part series. This video will be released for day 9 of the 12 days of rates. Part 2 will be released for day 10. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before we do start this off, make sure you all drop a like and subscribe with those notifications turned on, ready for the finale of the 12 days of average. And sit back, relax, and enjoy this tier list. Okay, let's go through this tier list and see what all the ranks are. Okay, first we've got, whoa, hang on. First we've got top tier. This is obviously going to be just for the airlines that are, you know, well, top tier. Then we've got would love to fly. In simplistic terms, that's literally just airlines that I would love to fly. It's pretty self-explanatory. Then we've got would not mind flying, which are airlines I would not mind flying. Then we've got would rather avoid, which is airlines that I'd rather, well, avoid. I want to live, which is essentially I'm not in the mood to die. Then finally we've got who the fuck are you. This is just simply going to be for airlines that I don't actually know about. This is not actually going to be me ranking them, saying that they're good or bad, so I'm not actually judging them. It just means that I don't have enough information to be able to put them somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the airline tier list. First we've got Aer Lingus. They're a great airline based in the land of leprechauns, and they have been their national airline since 1936. They're kind of irrelevant since Ryanair became a thing, but with a 7 out of 7 safety rating, I honestly would not mind flying them. Next we've got Aeroflot. Oh, guys, do me a favor, please, can you just talk to Putin? He'd genuinely be looking at Ukraine like,
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Anyways, the only thing keeping their reputation is the Sukhoi Superjet SSJ-100. And according to the Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Archives, Aeroflot is listed at the top for all-time fatalities with 11,308. Just let that sink in. Now, if that is accurate and true, then I can tell you now that, I want to live. Next up, we've got Aero Mexico. Aero Mexico. They're a 3-star certified airline, and of course, Mexico's flag carrier. And that's all I know about them, to be honest. So I wouldn't mind flying them. Next up, we've got Air Canada. Now, as you all probably know, they are the flag carrier for Canada. They've received many accolades, such as being the best airline in the North American region. I mean, come on, they've received that 8 times in just 10 years. They have generally great service, despite their cabin crew always looking like they want to kill me. I don't know why they'd want to do that, but they just look like they want to kill me. Honestly, I'd love to fly with them. Next up, we've got Air France. We've got a bit of a pattern going on here. They're kind of second from the top under Aeroflot, according to the Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Archives, having over 1,700 fatalities. Again, if that's true, then But either way, the cost of baguettes and croissants have been so expensive every time I visited Paris. So for that reason, just to further damage your economy, I would much rather avoid flying with you. Next up, we've got, good old Alitalia. As of October 2021, the former flag carrier for Italy ceased to exist due to bankruptcy after experiencing financial problems caused by the effects of COVID-19. Poor baby. The crown was then relinquished to ITA Airways, the new flag carrier, and honestly, I would have loved to fly with them. Allegiant Air, brava! You're so irrelevant. But then again, you're ultra low cost. Then again, you're also the 14th largest airline in the US. So back to the irrelevant point. I'm sorry, but who the hell are you? Next up, we've got Pepsi? Austrian Airlines. You know what? I don't know much about you, but you're the Austrian flag carrier and the subsidiary to Lufthansa, so I'm just gonna say I would not mind flying you. British Airways. Okay, we've got a very high-end airline here, and you all got Heathrow to yourselves. You've got countless airliners in your fleet. However, I'm not really too fond of losing my baggage when flying. British Airways is indeed the flag carrier of the UK, but as a fellow Brit, there is not really much hype around this airline to me, so I wouldn't mind flying them. Next up, we've got Cathay Pacific. Not gonna lie, you all used to hit different, but nowadays they're kind of irrelevant. They are indeed the flag carrier of Hong Kong, and although they might be irrelevant, I would love to fly with them. Next up, we've got Delta. Delta is consistently ranked as one of the best airlines in the world. They're a part of the SkyTeam Airline Alliance, working alongside 17 other airlines. They're overall amazing, but I wouldn't really mind flying them. Next up, we've got L7 YAL 7N with... Is that the Israel flag? I'm gonna call you Israel Airlines. Right, now, on a real note, who the fuck are you? I never heard about you in my life, so just sit down there for me. Just sit tight. Ooh, Emirates. I have never heard of them. Next up, we've got Envoy. No, I'm just kidding. Alongside Etihad, they are a flag carrier for the United Arab Emirates and based in Dubai. They've been rated as one of the world's safest airlines with a 4-star rating for things like service, comfort, food, and more. So that being said, I would love to fly them, and please just give me some food. Next up, we've got Envoy. I'm not too sure as to who they are. I'm pretty sure they're just American Airlines, so I don't know. I wouldn't mind mind flying them. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we've got Qatar. I don't even think I need to explain myself here. We've got the first top tier of this video. Qatar, sit tight up there, and you could just look over your minions. And finally, we've got Ryanair. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, hear me out. Ryanair is so overhated for no reason, literally being one of the world's cheapest airlines and Europe's cheapest airline. Alongside Jet2, they have been deemed the most reliable airline. They also have the highest passenger numbers in Europe, and of all low-cost carriers within Europe, they come second for the most legroom. Let me just add that they are actually the biggest low-cost carrier in Europe as a whole, and I personally love them. Honestly, all jokes aside, I put Ryanair as top tier. They deserve it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where I call it a wrap for part 1 of the airline tier list. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been day 9 of the 12 days of Average. So that being said, thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 10 of the 12 days of aviation.